Chapter 5 The American Revolution begins. American Revolution is the name of the war that took place between the American colonists and the British. Sometimes this war is called the Revolutionary War. Paul Revere was arrested before he got to Concord. However, he had warned some people that the Redcoats were coming. In the town of Lexington, near Concord, people woke to the sound of marching men. An army of Redcoats had appeared. But the Redcoats were not alone. A number of patriots were there too. The patriots in Concord and Lexington were called Minutemen because they could be ready to fight in a minute's notice. When someone is arrested, they're taken and kept by police or other authorities, such as soldiers. Are the men in this image patriots or British soldiers? How do you know? Was Paul Revere able to tell the patriots in Concord that the British were coming? What woke the people in the town of Lexington? Why were some of the patriots called Minutemen? The Minutemen and the British soldiers faced one another. A voice from the British side called out, "Throw down your guns!" But the Minutemen refused. The leader of the Minutemen told his men to stand their ground. Suddenly a shot was fired, and then another. Soon the air was filled with smoke. When the smoke cleared, people could see that some of the Minutemen had been shot. When people stand their ground, they don't give up or back down. The phrase "a shot was fired" means that someone used or fired their gun, and when the gun was used it made a loud sound that everyone could hear. It was difficult to tell who fired the first shot, a Minuteman or a Redcoat. Guns during this time created a lot of smoke after they were used, so it was even more difficult to tell what was happening. To this day, no one is sure who fired the first shot. What happened in Lexington? What was the result of a shot being fired? The British soldiers still wanted the weapons that had been stored in Concord, so they set off to get them. But when they got to Concord, the weapons were gone. There was nothing they could do. But the Minutemen weren't going to let the Redcoats get away so easily. The Minutemen were good shots, and they forced the Redcoats to retreat. The Americans had won the Battle of Concord. To retreat is to move away or return to the place you came from. We use a famous phrase now to refer to what happened at Lexington and Concord, the shot heard round the world. When we use this phrase, we're talking about the start of the war, the gunfire exchanged, and the Minutemen's success in forcing the Redcoats to retreat. We are also talking about how important America's fight for independence became to the rest of the world. What did the British soldiers find when they looked for the weapons in Concord? What happened in Concord? What was the shot heard round the world, and why is it called that? Why do you think we call